Okay, I want to touch upon a subject that I'm dealing with constantly, which is alien extraterrestrials. So I'm watching many videos, and I'm personally involved and been encountered by various types extraterrestrials. So I can say that I'm busy with it constantly, consciously, since about, I would say, around the year 87, maybe, 88. And there's a lot of stuff coming out and new views on these matters, new ways, new disclosures. When I come to check on this subject, on the encounters, on the meeting with extraterrestrials, my take is always, I'm taking it as like meeting anybody at all. And, you know, a research, an investigation, a study about the type of relationship that people have between themselves is can be a start. It should be the start. For me, it is. And major aspect of my development at the moment, from the individual to the near social circles, especially to unique individuals, if I find them. So then there's possibly a team that have gathered and will keep on gathering, who are capable of seeing, reviewing, revisiting, inviting, and checking on stuff that is weird conscious matters, weird physical phenomena, UFO in themselves. There's a lot more to it if a person is capable of introspection. If we went to hypnotists, to regression hypnotism, and have a thorough investigation of what the experience was exactly. So the more I'm, wait a minute, there's a helicopter here. Oh, it's not too loud. Anyway, I've started, I tried, and I still am progressing on this line to relationship with extraterrestrials. Maybe the disclosure projects from Greer to Guden, from different side, different people are dealing with this. All of them may be contributing to some extent, but the major thing that is jumping forward is that we don't have, we haven't gotten yet to a meaningful relationship. And I started saying that we haven't gotten to an understanding of human relationship to a point that we are a coherent society that has some understanding and perception means to relate between each other. We were under rule of the Matrix, and the Matrix have bombarded us with distractions so that we will not arrive to our ability to relate and connect and form natural assemblies, unities, partnerships, and friendship. It is all being bombarded personally, in person. Each of us that is has come here to develop stuff, it's automatically marked by the cabal to interruption and to deterioration and dismissal. I mean, we are subject to a brutal attack from known and unknown non-human entities. And that is happening also using us as hubs, interfering in our perception, in our world, in our social world, in our connectivity with the earth and so forth. So I've been, dwelling in this, investigating into this for many years, and I find it encouraging that more people are investigating into it, and the more the investigation go into the nature of relationship rather, and not to the physical phenomena of beings and how they fly and so forth. What I'm suggesting on and on is that we will look closer to what is relationship and how do we relate and what could we do to relate in ways that on one side will protect us from vicious and disturbing types, non-humans, and at the same time will help us to relate and connect to the positive ones, those ones we cherish, we love them, and they love us. How could we navigate between relationships in general? How free are we in driving from one point to another to improve our relationship? What do we do to improve them? So I want to share just the screen for just a moment. It is wait a minute. Yeah. So I think this is the movie that I wanted to show you. This oops. Yeah, you can see it. So,
and we of course want higher technology because we want power. And we have problems here we can't seem to deal with: global problems, resource depletion, climate change, political corruption. A growing dissonance between nations over who have access to the main resources of the world, just one example. And so we feel very needy of help. You know what I'm saying? And so Yali's briefings make it very clear that those who are in the world today will present themselves as agents of change and beneficial change for humanity. The world cannot be militarily overtaken because it would destroy its value. None of the races visiting our world can live here because of the biological hazard. So they need human assistance. They need us to use the planet the way they want it used. And
okay, so this is David Archie, and he's speaking with
would maybe
curiosity.
substantiate some of the things you're saying. So what I'm trying to do is find out whether or not they reveal themselves, or they reveal more about this picture. So when you say that there's control in this area of the galaxy, who's in control? And if there's no war, in a sense, we know there's a war. Certainly there's a war spiritually. And so, but there are ways that this so-called war manifests, and it sounds like there are limitations in the way the war can manifest in this area of the galaxy.
Large nations, if they become involved in that trade, have great influence.
Okay, anyway, I'm going to now change to the share and show you another share that I was doing, which is, I think, maybe it is the same page. Wait a minute. Yeah, so I think you see it here. I started a group called the Pleiadians, and the Pleiadians also in Hebrew. The reason I'm making it in Hebrew because I am inviting also people of my mother tongue to participate and become perhaps group in seers, in communicators, group of communicators that will understand the prospects. They could understand and learn how to relate to others, but not only in Hebrew, of course, because it's in English. You see, the Pleiadians. And I wrote here, I would like to ask of Pleiadians Info Service to relate to this video interview, especially to the subtle intervention. How do you see it? Please, we are a Gaiam interdimensional seers. So with that, with the Gaiam international seers, I mean all of you who resonate with this material and wanting to encourage you to be more sure of ourselves in terms of what we see and what we understand, and start to create a grouping to group around such matters and create a galactic connection team for the planet that is not technologically based, that is making up, suggesting ways to relate to such extraterrestrials that help us, that could help us, that are friendly. And so be it. I'm sending this video up. And thank you so much. I'm your son Pedro. Nice to be watched again.